I got 9 out of 14 correct in my predictions today. That's not great. That's not horrible, but it's not great. Let's go over what happened and what the scores were in each game in the NHL on March the 22nd, 2025. Starting off with the Leafs versus the Predators. The Leafs, they started off this game very well, getting up 2-0, but they ended up losing this one 5-2. I got that one incorrect because it's the Predators. The Leafs had no excuse to lose this game. This was a horrible loss for the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Flames taking on the Islanders. This is one I got correct. I predicted the Flames were going to win. I didn't think it was going to be correct, if I was being completely honest. I thought the Flames, they were doing very well in the state of New York. On this road trip, they were doing okay, except for that thumping against the Maple Leafs. And I thought, this might be one that the Flames screw up and just let a couple points slide. But they ended up winning 4-3 in overtime thanks to Nazem Kadri. Another game that is huge for the Flames in the playoff picture, the Canucks taking on the Rangers. I picked the Rangers to win. They did, 5-3. Stars taking on the Flyers. The Stars, they were up 2-0 in this game. Had me worried because I picked the Stars to win this game. But the Flyers, they lost this game in overtime, 3-2. Sabres taking on the Wild. That's what the game was. I lost my train of thought. But the Sabres taking on the Wild. The Wild, they win 4-1. St. Louis Blues taking on the Chicago Blackhawks. I picked the Blackhawks in this game because I thought maybe this could be the upset of the day and I would look good predicting this game. But the Blues had other thoughts. They won 4-1. The Kings taking on the Canes. I predicted the Kings to win. They did, but I thought it was going to be like a 1 or 2 goal game. It ended up being 7-2 in favor of the Kings. That is an absolutely horrible game from the Canes. And this is just one that they will want to forget and go to tomorrow and win a game. Capitals taking on the Panthers. I predicted the Capitals to win. That happened. They won 6-3, but Ovi didn't score. The Capitals, they got 6 goals and they couldn't let Ovi get one. That's okay. Utah taking on the Lightning. I said the Lightning were going to win, and I thought all these Atlantic Division teams were going to do something, but the top 3 Atlantic Division teams, they all lost, like the Lightning did, 6-4 against Utah. Avalanche taking on the Montreal Canadiens. I said the Montreal Canadiens were going to win this one, and throughout the entire game, it looked like that was very much not going to happen. They were down 4-1. They ended up tying the game, the Montreal Canadiens did, 4-4 with about 6 minutes left to go in the game, and they ended up losing in a shootout. Dang gummit. They ended up losing 5-4 to the Avalanche, but it was not for a lack of effort. It was a very good, gutsy performance from the Canadiens, picking up a point, maintaining that second wildcard position. Senators taking on the Devils. I predicted the Senators to win. They did, 3-2. Sheldon Keefe had some very strong words to say about his player, Kovacevic. And then he just walked right out of the press conference. So that was very interesting, but the Senators, they did win this one. Golden Knights taking on the Detroit Red Wings. I said the Golden Knights were going to win, but I was a little bit nervous because the Red Wings, either last week or the weekend before, they shut out the Golden Knights 3-0. So I'm like, ooh, maybe they'll do it again. But the Golden Knights, they took control of this one. They won 6-3. Oilers taking on the Kraken. This game, the Oilers were without Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl, by far the 2 best players on that team, one of the top 2 players in the league. But I was nervous picking the Oilers, thinking that this might hurt them a little bit, but they ended up winning 5-4. It was a close game, but I got that prediction right, picking the Oilers. The San Jose Sharks taking on the Boston Bruins. I always hate picking the Boston Bruins in favor of anything, but at the same time, I'm like, it's the Sharks. The Bruins have to win this game, right? They've been decimated with a turnover on their roster, but they can beat the Sharks. Wrong. That did not happen. The Sharks, they ended up winning 3-1, making my night 9 out of 14 right. Let me know how you did in your predictions in the comments down below. Let me know if there's anything else you would like me to do on this channel. I'm very much open for considerations. And yeah, we will see you tomorrow. There are 7 games on the schedule. Have a great night. Bye-bye.